The United States of America is facing one of the worst scarcities in decades. The country's running out of baby formula. Various types of infant formula have been disappearing from supermarket shelves, threatening the health of millions of infants across the country. And several national chains have now limited the number of containers that customers can purchase in stores and online.
He needs formula. I just don't understand why it's taking so long. It's May, and this happened in February. I thought we'd have to float for a few weeks or a few months. Even if we were to try the backups, those are all back-ordered and not available too, because all the kids who are on EleCare who can go to the other ones are using those now.
Well, this crisis has been building up for months and stems from pandemic supply issues, which were exacerbated by the closure of a major production plant in February. Last week, the average out-of-stock rate for baby formula was 43%. Nobody's sure how long the shortage will last, but the White House has vowed to boost supplies of the formula.
Well, I would say that the president is going to continue to use every tool we have in order to bridge that gap. And this has been work that has been underway for weeks and months now. We know that if they get approval, obviously, as you noted, it will take them some time to get up and running again. So what we need to do, and what you've seen the president announce earlier today, and I just reiterated, is steps we can take from here to increase supply, make sure it's on the shelves. That includes increasing imports. It also includes ensuring we're working with retailers, as the president did during his calls, to make sure that shelves are stocked.
Well, our correspondent Susan Tarani is joining us live from New York City for more on this. Well, Susan, perhaps let's start off by looking at how the situation got as bad as it currently is.
Right. That's the issue that's on everyone's mind right now, considering the fact that this is a problem that started really, as far as we know, back in February. And the White House right now is not giving an accurate answer on whether or not it started taking action back in February, or whether or not, now that the news is out, it's starting to take action just a few weeks ago, just a few days ago. And then, then you have the situation on whether or not the Abbott baby formula plant, when it was shut down in February, whether adequate actions were taken at that time on the one hand, and on the other hand, when Abbott announced that the issues a cause of concern were not related to its plant, why the FDA even today is taking so long in reauthorizing to reopen its plant. So there are a lot of questions surrounding that, and why at this point we are where we are, and why adequate action had not been taken, and why steps are being taken now, why the plans are being announced now, and whether or not the plans are being announced right now are an announcement for an announcement, if that makes sense.
And the White House says it is going to boost supplies, that it's been talking to manufacturers and producers about this. How realistic is that boost in production? And what's the Republican Party saying about all this?
Right. Okay. So what they're saying is that they want to alleviate trade barriers. On the one hand, again, that is going to take at least a few weeks. They could have alleviated those trade barriers again a few months back. Remember, this is a problem that started back in February. On the one hand, they're saying that they want to solve this on a state level, and first and foremost, really tackle what is called individuals who have whip advantages, which is lower income families. Well, that's already that's happening. You know, people with low income families are getting the formula if they can get it, but that does not solve the shortage problem. And then the White House also held a meeting with a number of CEOs. Abbott, the plant that was shut down, was not part of those CEOs. It was CEOs from a number of supplementary companies like Gerber and others who are not really the main suppliers of baby formula. So that's on the one side. Republicans are saying to invoke the Defense Production Act, which happens in the case of emergencies. And the White House has not succumbed to that as of yet. However, it says that all options are on the table. On the other hand, another scandal is brewing just very quickly. Border Patrol guards revealed that there is a wide supply of baby formula at the southern border, and the government might have bought more than it should to supplement for illegal immigrants crossing. However, you know, that might be necessary, but there may be a lot of questions on the Republican side when there are Americans in the country that need this baby formula. How much did the government buy where there is a shortage right now, where Americans themselves individually can't find them in supermarkets and retailers, and they have to be rationed?
Thank you, Susan. That was Susan Tarani joining us live from New York City.